So this is week 4 of consistently doing these update videos. Feeling pretty good about doing that and just hoping to keep this rolling, keep up the consistency. And if I look really flushed and a little messy right now, I just got off of the exercise bike, did some of that after work, and yeah, I still wanted to do one of these update videos. Had a good productive day, and I feel like I'm falling into a pretty good flow as far as getting things done. As I mentioned in either the previous update or the one before that, I want to start getting on a more consistent routine of having like let's say, one day is an editing day, the next day is a recording day, the next 2 days are writing days, something like that. And tomorrow is going to be my recording day. I'm going to basically be compiling all the scripts I have done and just sitting down in my car. As I mentioned, I'm currently doing that. The studio's going to take some time. So I'm going to sit in my car and record a whole bunch of scripts at once. And this is the flow I want to get into rather than just doing them as they get done. I want to have more consistency where it's like Tuesday is specifically my recording day. One of the issues that could come up with that is when I run into errors with the script, because with pretty much any audio I record, at some point during the editing phase, I realize there's a mistake. Most of the time, this is something that's, I state something wrong. Occasionally, it's my mind's going blank. Occasionally, it's something like maybe I realize it was wrong in once I'm editing the video, and then rarely it will be a case where I want to include a little bit something extra there. But if I'm far enough ahead, like if I backlog videos long enough, far enough back, then if I'm working on a video and I come up with that, run into that error, I can just make notes of what I need to re-record, wait till next Tuesday, and then once I got the whole thing set up in the car to do the next set of recordings, I can just get those errors there rather than running out to the car, getting the laptop set up, hoping Windows doesn't need to update, and going through that whole rigmarole. Because I still want to get the studio set up, but in the meantime, I want to make the setup in the car more functional, less time consuming, and less stressful. And yeah, that's what I'm going to be aiming for this week, is just getting into more of that flow. This last week, I was actually on vacation with my girlfriend, and which I don't do too much. We went out of town and got a hotel, and it was just I pretty much totally disconnected from anything work related, which was nice. Did some we watched some YouTube videos together, not mine, but some other ones, and I that always gets me thinking a little bit about the channel. I can't help but do it, but not too much. And it was a nice way to just sort of clear my mind and get away from it, and hopefully start with being more consistent. One of the problems I've run into in the past is I feel like I've always been trying to play catch up, where I'll have some kind of plan and I'll be like, well, okay, I'll do this schedule as soon as this current video's done, but first I have to get this rolling. This is one of the problems I ran into when I was originally putting off doing the studio for so long, is that I was always like, well, I'll get working on it, but first I'll get this final video recorded, or first I'll get a bunch of stuff backlogged. And, not that can't work in every case, that kind of thing couldn't always work, but for me it was just like, the backlogs clearly, if I was honest with myself, it wasn't going to happen anytime soon, while I was also racing against myself constantly. And then I'm saying, oh, I'm also going to do this studio thing. And now I've got an alarm going off on my phone. Let me just get that out of the way. So, yeah, I'm just trying to basically be more consistent, be more realistic with my goals. There's something else I want to talk about in the next update video that I think has helped the writing process as far as condensing things and also hopefully doubling the number of videos I can get out of certain topics. But yeah, this one's been a bit scatterbrained, a bit all over the place. I didn't sleep much last night. I only slept about 4.5 hours and had a good productive day. I didn't take a nap or anything. I just trucked on through it, and yeah, it was good. But now I'm beat. I'm gonna get this uploaded, go shower, call it a night, and I will be here next Monday.